tonight's UPMC game-changing play of the day.
Oh, that's a gimme. That's an easy one. Deontay Johnson, 85 yards to the house. That was something they didn't have for 4 years. They got it today, and it was a big part of the game. Meantime, Penguins return home. They got 3 home games this week. Montreal in town on Tuesday. They've won 3 in a row. They're playing extremely well. Doesn't matter. It's almost like Sullivan and Tomlin are doing the same exact kind of thing. But, Josh, I want to ask you about it's a good problem to have. You have a lot of goaltending, and Tristan Jarry has taken a step up. So my question to you, Josh, is how much more should he play, and what should the rotation be moving forward with these guys?
Well, he should be playing a lot right now, Bob. Matt Murray, in 8 of his last 10 games, the save percentage has been under 900. That's not good. That doesn't mean he's a disaster. That means he's in a slump. Tristan Jarry has been spectacular. He has stolen games for the Penguins on a couple of occasions this season, something that Matt Murray, for all of his accomplishments, doesn't do. So I don't think there's a controversy. I think down the road, Matt Murray is still the #1 guy. But for the next week or two, should Jarry get the majority of the starts? Absolutely, he should, and I think he will.
And if you saw how Rick Tocchet or heard how Rick Tocchet gushed about Tristan Jarry, that kind of meant something to me. He had seen Jarry develop, and now he's coaching somewhere else and saw what Jarry did against his team, the poise, the polish, the calm, the confidence in the crease, as he talked about. I think there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, and I don't want to get wrapped up in it being a change in the overall depth chart, because we were here last year, guys, a little deja vu.
Right.
When Casey DeSmith had outplayed Matt Murray, and I think now we can say safely that Murray's probably a slow starter. But to his credit, guys, like when Marc-Andre Fleury was in this situation with him, I think he kind of prospered in that setting, and maybe this will give him the push he needs to turn his game around.
Yeah, you never know. Good competition forces you to play better, too. Real quick, a minute left, but Josh, I want to ask you this question, and that would be, Malkin, Gensel, and Rust are playing really well. They got a chemistry, but when Crosby comes back, what happens with that dynamic?
I think Crosby will play with Gensel. I think that's just the way it is.
Yeah, he's had 40 goals with him last year, right? So.
Yeah, and Malkin is playing at such of a high level right now, it almost doesn't matter who you put him with. The way he's locked in, he's going to be great no matter who is with him. I still think they're going to acquire another winger for him at some point. Alex Galchenyuk's been a disaster. He's not the guy. And Jim Rutherford now has the cap space to make a move if he wants.
Yeah, and on top of that, with the way guys go in and out of these lineups with Mike Sullivan's team, with all these injuries day after day, you can put something together and it's going to have to be re-scripted within a week's time anyway.
I want to see how they get rid of the dead weight. I mean, if Galchenyuk, if they're ready to cut their losses a la like a Tanner Pearson, what do they get back for the guy?
Cap space.
Right?
Bukestad, too.
Nick Bukestad, similar situation. What do they do with him?
And those are the 2 guys that will probably go. I would not be surprised.
I still can't believe Rutherford got Marino for a 6th-round pick. That's some robbery there. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Pitt and Penn State. They learned their bowl fate. We'll talk about it when we come back right here on KDKA-TV.